Scotland over England. title, the World Championship.
He's got it, great shot.
And hits the jack and changes everything dramatically.
Cracking ball.
She's got the weight, she's got the line.
Here.
He's hit it. She has won the gold medal in a pulsating final.
One of the biggest days in World Bowls Championships history almost reaches its conclusion. We still have one match left, and it is going to be scintillating. It is Scotland and Australia in the men's triples final. Paul Foster, Derek Oliver, and the one and only Alex Marshall take on Corey Wedlock, Aron Sherriff, and Carl Healey in what is promised to be one of the most highly anticipated matches of this tournament to date. Val Furbo here with you at Club Helensvale, Rink 21, the setting for this contest, and joining me as they have done all day, Brett Wilkie and Julie Keegan. Welcome.
Hi Val, looking forward to another great game here this afternoon.
It is going to be amazing, Julie.
Hi,
How's
Val.
the anticipation?
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. It's going to be an amazing game.
It certainly is. And look at the trios that we have on the green at the moment. There are MBEs aplenty, there's World Championships aplenty, there's Commonwealth Games Golds aplenty, and very, very excited. And that man there, Alex Marshall, wanting to have a massive role to play.
Yeah, if you're going to pick two teams at the start of this triples event, I would have picked these two to make the final, but they both had their little sort of challenges along the way. So yeah, it's great to see them both here in the final. Looking forward to an awesome match.
Let's have a look at the road to the final, and it was England who defeated Japan in the quarterfinals. They were a bit lucky to get out of that one. Kenta Tricha had some opportunities to win it for the Japanese, and then a big win for Scotland over Thailand. It was very close, but they got the job done by 4. It was a massive win by the Irish to get over the top of Malaysia in an extra end, getting over the top by just the one shot. And then Australia, a big win over the United States. And then they went on to do it beautifully against the Irish yesterday. Carl Healey playing some absolute bombs. And then the English couldn't get the job done over the Scottish. A bit of an incident with the flag there. That it should be an English flag, but they haven't beaten us yet, the Scottish. But that is the final. Foster, Oliver, Marshall, Wedlock, Sherriff, and Healey. Amazing lineup. The 6 players, all of the utmost quality. And Aron Sherriff right there. What a second to have for Carl Healey, just to set up the heads. Corey Wedlock as well in his first ever World Bowls Championships. He'd be pretty happy with himself to try and get through to the knockout stage. But the Scottish team, let's have a look at them and just the things that they have achieved throughout their careers as we see their stats up here. Alex Marshall, 56 years old, 4 World Bowls Championships gold, 5 Commonwealth Games, 14 World Indoor Bowls champion. That's not to be sneezed at all. Commonwealth Games 4's gold for Derek Oliver, champion of champions bronze in 2017, as well as Paul Foster, 50 years old, 2022 Commonwealth Games pairs bronze, gold in the 4s in 2018 and 2014, and a 13-time Indoor World Bowls champion. This is an amazing lineup.
This is an amazing lineup. We're used to seeing Paul and Alex both playing pairs together many years in World Championships, Commonwealth Games. So I know that's definitely Paul's first time in the triples. I'm not sure about Alex, but yeah, good to see how they go with Derek this afternoon.
Well, they've been going pretty well already, and let's have a look at them now as they look concentrated. They look right in the zone, as do the Australians, who seem quite relaxed. Aron Sherriff has a bit of a smile on his face, and Alex Marshall, such an ominous figure for any of his opponents, and we get to see him so often here in Australia, don't we, for the Bowls Premier League and other events. But the Australian team, as we see Kelsey Cottrell with her kids and Lindsay Clark's daughter Ken's, and then Carl Healey, the skip, 36 years of age, multi-nations 4s gold this year, Commonwealth Games silver last year, won an AO title in the 4s last year as well. Aron Sherriff, well, he's one of the best bowlers in the world. There is a reason for that. 2023 World Indoor gold medalist, mixed pairs gold as well, multi-nations 4s gold, 2012 world champion as well with you, Brett Wilkie, and Corey Wedlock, well, 2023 multi-nations triples gold, won his maiden AO title at this year in the men's 4s with Sherriff, Tees and Leicester, and then the 2020 male international bowler of the year. So that's the pedigree that we have on this rink right now. The crowd is absolutely jam-packed in the grandstand beside us, and after the roll-ups, we are going to be chatting with the skips, which will be right now.
Yeah, so it's a glorious afternoon here at Club Helensvale with sun shining, the greens running well, and slight breeze, Jules. It's just dropped off a little bit to what it was earlier.
Yeah, the breeze is pretty good now. It was actually windier a lot earlier in the day, but the conditions are perfect here at Helensvale. Sun shining, beautiful day.
Still 21 degrees at the moment, but that will start to drop off as the sun goes down, so we will be playing through the twilight. The lights will then take effect.
No doubt the pace of the green will change as the sun goes down and the weather starts dropping in temperature.
You just see the skips finishing their roll-up. It's a beautiful day here in Queensland, and we couldn't have done it without Tourism and Events Queensland. And the skips are just finishing their roll up now, getting ready for the start. But before we start play, we're just going to throw over to Val to do a quick interview with both of the skips, just to see how they're feeling leading into this World Bowls Triples Championship.
They did give it up.
Just sorting out the toss at the moment, see who goes first. As we hand over to Val.
Thanks very much, guys. Yes, I do have the two skips with me, Alex Marshall and Carl Healey. Alex, we'll start with you, another World Bowls Championships final. These must seem like a dime a dozen for you, but your experience in these, you've won so many gold medals. How much does that help you in these positions?
Yeah, I think it's great for confidence, morale. You know, I know how the greens play over here, and I think that's a huge bonus for myself. Paul's been over here before, but you know, it's going to be difficult today. The green's running about 19 seconds and that little bit of breeze, but it's going to be tough. You know, Dodge is a great player, so hopefully we just have a good game anyway.
What would another world title mean to you?
Oh, so much. You know, any world title representing your country, you just can't beat that.
Amazing. Good luck.
Thank you.
And Carl Healey, your maiden World Championships final. What an amazing run it's been for you, Aron and Corey. And how much does the experience on these greens over the years help you?
Yeah, you know, we spend Australian Opens here and, you know, rounds and stuff throughout this, and we've put in a lot of preparation on these greens, so they help quite a lot reaching into this final and, you know, through the final, I'm sure.
You played a lot with these guys alongside you. How much does that help?
Yeah, we've formed a really strong bond, great friendships, you know, on and off the green, and it's just a pleasure to be playing with them.
Sounds good. Well, good luck and go well.
Thank you. Thanks, Val.
Back to you, Brett and Julie.
Thanks, Val. Yeah, looking forward to a cracking final here. The two great teams, a lot of experience. Just Carl Healey, their first World Bowls Championships, along with Corey Wedlock, but they both had Commonwealth Games experience, big games experience as well, so I bet they're looking forward to getting into the action.
Yeah, and it's always good when you've got Aron Sherriff anchoring in the middle there for you.
Yeah, Alex Marshall, been in this situation many times, looked fairly relaxed. Has, as Val said earlier, played in a lot of bowls throughout Australia, both indoor and outdoor, as have Paul and Derek. Played here in the Commonwealth Games in 2018, had success in the fours together as the three. So they've played a lot of bowls together as well, so be great to see another close final here. Exciting finish.
Yes, what a day it has been. And this one to finish us off, Paul Foster getting us underway with Corey Wedlock as the lead. This one has been one of high anticipation. It's always earmarked and the draw card, even though they aren't playing against each other. Sherriff v Marshall, and we saw it at BPL 17 earlier this year when they played against each other in the semi-finals for the Steamers and Pirates. It was bowl for bowl, and it was something special.
Yeah, it's interesting to start. Both leads have chosen a different hand, so it'll be interesting to see how that works. Corey just on the little bit wider hand, the forehand going away from that end is a little bit wider. Wind just coming across here. This backhand that Paul's playing now, a little bit tighter.
Corey has led superbly throughout this tournament. 18 ends, that's what we're playing to. No time limit, of course. Gold medal on the line. Aron Sherriff looking to join you, Brett Wilkie, as a two-time male world champion for the Jackaroos. You are the only man in that club. So it'd be nice to, when you have your AGMs, to have another member to run.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a few more in there.
Yep, run against as president, because you've been running unopposed for a while.
See Derek Oliver on the mat for the first time on the backhand.
3 Commonwealth gold medals on this, gold medalists on this rink for Scotland. Di Milner, our marker out there, she's a superstar from South Australia.
Aron Sherriff, weight pretty good with his first bowl, just needs to correct the line. It's on a better track here.
Well, good way to start Aron Sherriff.
Yeah, pretty good home there.
The bowls are running on beautifully here at Helensvale. The greens are in superb condition.
They'll just be at their peak at the moment, the greens.
Well, Alex said it in the interview. What was it, 18, 19 seconds?
Yeah, so as the night progresses, the sun goes down, they will drop off a little bit.
Yep.
So at the moment, we're probably seeing the maximum pace for the day.
It's about who adapts quicker.
Yeah, it will start to change probably in about half an hour.
About 4 o'clock.
About 4 o'clock, yeah, 45 minutes.
Barry Lester's been saying all week, a yard more after 4.
That's a good one.
I quite liked it, actually.
Yeah.
So I'm
going to use that.
I've started using it. Yeah, take it.
Yeah, some people say the 4 o'clock shadow.
Healey coming around the back here to cover. Aron Sherriff wants it to run on, and we've seen they are running. Talking to Dawn Heyman before this match, and she said the greens are running lightning quick. Very different to what's been played on this week, and these Helensvale greens are so fast, and it's great to watch and see the feel of these players. Here's a look at Alex Marshall. A first look at Alex Marshall in another World Bowls Championships final. So many of them. Speaking throughout the week, you know, when you see Alex Marshall go and start jogging up and down the green, that's when you know that he's on form, and he's been doing a lot of jogs this week. Healey.
Coming in nicely here for Carl.
Yep, it's moving. He wants it to keep moving. Has it done enough? So Australia, an early 4 opportunity. Now, in their semi yesterday, they went down 9-0 against England. They ran home Scotland. Alex Marshall, he's on the prowl. Derek Oliver and Paul Foster, they like it. What has Alex Marshall got?
Needs to stop. Pretty close.
It is. We're going to have a measure here. Aron Sherriff gets the tape out. World Bowls Championship final. The only Australian out there to have won one is Aron Sherriff. He's won one World Bowls outdoor, World Bowls indoor. 2 of those this year. 1 to the Australians to start proceedings. Alex Marshall, not enough.
The big save, though. Save 3 shots.
Oh, yeah. So he's essentially scored 3 with it. But the Australians, at least now, they're on the board.
A good start from the Australian boys, all contributed that end, which was good.
Corey Wedlock, this is something so important for him as well, because he didn't get out of the sectional rounds at the Commonwealth Games last year, lost with Disco in the men's pairs, and then lost with the fours team in the men's fours, didn't get out of the section. He's got out here and he's in a final.
So choosing to go with a mat back, reasonably short jack, the Australian team.
Carl Healey can tend to do this as well. Corey Wedlock, this is coming in.
This is a tactic that the Scottish boys do use quite often as well over the years. I've seen them use a similar sort of tactic, so it's interesting. They're doing it back similar to what they are accustomed to playing.
Paul Foster. It's nicely. The thing for me with Alex Marshall, you see him standing there, he's such a humble human being. And you know, he's always ready to talk up his teammates, and just a wonderful product of this game. Corey Wedlock. He's locked in early, if you pardon the pun.
And he's nailed that line just behind the jack. Yeah, Alex Marshall, well respected both on and off the green. Gentleman of the game.
Certainly is, and he's been around for a very long time, Alex Marshall.
Bit of noise at the stands at the moment, just distracting Aron Sherriff, just resetting.
Often considered as the greatest bowler of all time. Alex Marshall has won, including Leonard Trophy, 7 gold medals at the World Bowls Championships.
He's won on a lot of different surfaces as well, whether it be quick greens, slow greens, northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, indoor greens. So he's been a good component on all surfaces.
Certainly has. He's won 4 on-green World Championship trophies, or gold medals. A couple of silvers, a lot of bronze. Hasn't won a gold medal since 2012 in Adelaide in the men's pairs. Com Games as well. He's a 5-time gold medalist.
Aron Sherriff on the forehand now. Looking pretty close.
Aron Sherriff has arrived in this World Championships final.
I think they're just having a few issues with the speakers at the moment, making a few noises. They'll try and get it sorted out.
Bit of a crackling sound. Not sure what's happening there, but
I thought it was the stands initially, but
yeah,
it
so did
sounds like
I.
it's the speakers.
Oh, I hope they're not falling.
Yeah, not sure. Very interesting. Bit of a distraction. So, Carl Healey, his first bowl of this second end. We played at 18, of course. And again, like he did in the last end, he's just going to cover around the back. So Australia still holding a couple. And that's right at home on the tee.
Yeah, so any dead ends are respotted on the 2 metre mark.
Of course. He's won so many accolades, Alex Marshall. But Carl Healey is one never to be daunted by a situation. What has he got here? And Alex Marshall just goes underneath. He's the king of adaptability, though. Once he finds his line, so hard to stop.
Just looking to draw one to cover and count now, Carl, and get to where Aron's foot is. Just past to the side. Be a good handy position and will count as well.
And he's watching, but not sure it's going to get down. The wind kind of pushed that.
Yeah, once again, we see that wind on that hand, just pushing the bowls out. A little bit overweight.
So, Alex Marshall, what's he got? Couldn't do the rescue in the first end. And won't do it again. That's 2 to the Aussies. So Australia out of the blocks, 3-0 after 2. Went down 9-0 yesterday, Scotland. But Foster, Oliver and Marshall managed to peg it back. Carl Healey was part of the Commonwealth Games triples team that went to Birmingham last year. He, Barry Lester and Ben Twist lost an absolute epic to England. They were down, I think it was 12-1. Got it back to 12-all and did their utmost to get the job done.
Yeah,
Ultimately,
great comeback.
They went home with the silver. Carl, no doubt, will have that in the back of his mind and want to go home with a gold. What a way to taste your first gold medal it would be if they did, to defeat this all-conquering Scottish lineup.
Handy home there to start off with. Paul just deciding to change over now. He did start playing the backhand in this direction on the first end. Decided to go with Corey on the wider hand.
It's coming back nicely.
The wind just coming diagonally there up, just pushing those bowls a little bit down through that period.
You two have both played with Aron Sherriff in that Queensland lineup. Just how impressive is he?
Oh, he's very impressive, you know, just to, you know, watch some of the shots he can pull off. You know, he nominates everything that he plays, and 9 times out of 10 he gets it.
He likes to play the hard weight too. A lot of people can tend to go to more the bigger weight, but he'll play the right weight and play the hard weight and quite often get it.
His eye is quite remarkable. Now, Paul Foster. Again, that's twice where he's had an okay line, just the weight has just drifted through. So, Corey Wedlock holding sway.
Finishing in a handy home.
Yep, and here is Aron Sherriff. He has been the form bowler here for the last year and a half. He's won absolutely everything to win on these shores, and he puts in yet another. Using Henselite Dreamline XGs. I feel like that's been the most common Henselite bowl used at this tournament. I speak to a lot of people, they're all using XGs. Corey using Aero Optima. And Derek Oliver putting one around the back, and I reckon Aron Sherriff will try and cover. A little bit of cat and mouse already, guys.
Yeah, Carl Healey just asking Aron for one near the 2 metre mark. Just in case they need the respot covered.
Yeah, it's always good to get that spot covered early, and yeah, he's pretty much right on that.
Just gives the opposition something to think about.
Yep. Respot kind of makes it a mini game of chess as Derek Oliver puts in another bowl. So I've got a nice little nestle of bowls here to the Scots towards the back of the rink, and I reckon Carl Healey might just put one in between there just to rustle the numbers a bit.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to build it up any more than what it already is. If you can beat that third shot, the red just past the jack.
Yep.
Cover and count.
Yep, the cover is very important here.
Yeah, just the bowl to the right-hand side of screen there. Third shot.
Because Alex Marshall doesn't need any more invitations, Julie, to trail a jack and put it in for a number.
No, you don't want to fatten it up too much for Alex, that's for sure.
No.
Ideally, Carl would love to probably maybe just get in there and tuck it away or get right behind it.
And that is very good. There's a little bit of room for Marshall, but not much. Having said that,
I think we'll still see him on the draw. I don't think he'll attack this just yet. He'll back himself to draw.
One of Scotland's finest ever athletes. I think he's their most successful Commonwealth Games athlete. What has he got here? Is that enough for shot?
It's cut a couple out anyway, at least.
Well, I think Aaron Sherriff pointed at one down there. Kind of still looks like Corey and Aaron's bowls at the front.
The camera angle look like two, but it can be deceiving sometimes, the camera angles. Looks like they're still going for cover.
Carl on the backhand. Let's have your company wherever you're watching from around the world. Men's triples final. Carl Healey, Corey Wedlock, Aaron Sherriff against Paul Foster, Derek Oliver and Alex Marshall. Carl
Looks like
Healey.
Aaron was just calling for this bowl right around that area. Cover those bowls there. Good shot there from Carl.
A round of applause from the grandstands.
Yeah, he's right amongst those, so that's a perfect bowl there.
Pretty close to where Aaron had his foot.
So now, pressure on Alex Marshall.
Alex will look to play a similar bowl, just try and draw it. Little touch on the jack, he could make two. He wasn't far out away.
Oh, he's jogging in behind it. That's when you know he likes it. Alex Marshall, is it going to get down? No. And you can see his face, he's studying, he's thinking. But Australia, what they're thinking about is their 5-0 lead.
Yeah, I think he thought he was better with that one, so just stumped him a little bit. Usually he's a pretty good judge, Alex. Whether the wind just pushed it a little bit maybe, but handy lead now to the Aussies.
I think the bowls are definitely running on a little bit more than the last game. They're just, the finish is just that little bit more.
Yeah, the Scots up front just having trouble holding them back at the moment. Just been drifting through that little bit.
So Australia will continue on this length because that's what they're dominating on.
Yep, certainly working for them at the moment. We saw Carl Healey do this in the men's pairs at the Australian Open last year.
Just checking the length there, so it must be pretty close to minimum length here.
Yep.
23 metre minimum jacks for anyone in Australia. The international rules are a 23 metre minimum jack. In Australia we play 21 metre minimum, so international, I think nearly every other country apart from Australia play 23 metre minimum jacks.
We like to be different. Corey Wedlock. He has been very solid to start this. Paul Foster. Again, similar result to his last two. Just skewing through, almost sitting Corey Wedlock's bowls. If Scotland win this, it'll make it 5 different gold medalists today. Had Australia, England, Ireland and New Zealand already. But the home nation, they want to take a lead in this medal tally.
Great shooting from Corey, forcing the change.
Yeah, Alex had just given Paul an option of going quick at this if he wanted, but no, he's sticking to the draw. Change to the forehand.
Paul Foster, he's not far off. Again, just skewing past one of Corey Wedlock's.
Just having a little niggle there. Carl Healey asking for Aaron to cover the tee once more. I think we'll see some big weight from Derek Oliver here. I think, you know, they've been trying to draw, just drifting past. I think Alex will definitely call him to open it up here.
How important is it for them to have taken the tee first? Was he goes with big weight. Oh, he got the result, I think.
Yeah, it was a good shot, but maximum result as well.
Yep.
A little ricochet of the jack.
Completely done from Derek Oliver. Now Aaron Sherriff on the draw. So he hit that Corey Wedlock bolt, rocketed in for his own, and the jack now closer to red.
Well, big correction here. Aron's drawn ditch to ditch, covering the tee. Now he's back to minimum length. Never an easy thing to do.
It's not. I was going to say, when you're Aron Sherriff, he got the line okay. He knows these greens very well. Aron Sherriff used to bowl out of Helensvale, now at the Broadbeach Bulls, where Julie Keegan hails from. Derek Oliver.
Yeah, 2 good shots there from Derek Oliver.
I think that was good tactic of Alex's to get him to go bigger, you know, to sort of get that frustration out, you know, to trying to, you know, play unders and overs and stuff. Got a good result. Hit the target.
Sure did. So now, Healey v Marshall, plenty of room for both. Scotland currently holding sway in this end as they lie in deep thought and deep discussion. Carl Healey. Wants it to get down. He wants it to get down. Carl Healey.
Brilliant.
Very good shot. Just in behind the jack too. Mightn't be easy for Alex to get to. Might be able to just swing around the front blue one to try and roll it. A couple of rolls, trail the jack. Down the forehand.
He watches intently. Needs to clear Corey Wedlock's. He's going to crash in.
Yeah, he just didn't quite have the weight. The line might have been all right with a little bit more weight.
Now, how far has he rocked Corey Wedlock's up? Is it enough to create a second for Australia here?
Don't think so. I think not quite. I think they've still got 2 seconds, the Scottish team. So I think Carl needs to get another one in there. Otherwise, I think Alex would be looking to sit that bowl through for 3 shots. Needs to give it a friend.
Widely known as the greatest of all time, Alex Marshall. Carl Healey has Aron Sherriff's interest.
Just needs the run.
He's so close, just can't get the weight, but it was almost on the money. 1 down, 2 seconds indicated by Paul Foster, so the eye of Brett Wilkie, sensational.
Yeah, so definitely looking to land that bowl. Good movement on the jack.
Alex Marshall lives for these moments to get them on the board. And he's going to crash in. And, well, he apologises and says, I am sorry. But he'll be taking it, that's for sure.
Yeah, a little bit fortunate, but that's the sport and that's the way it goes sometimes. Go for you and against you. It's given the opportunity now for Scotland to change the length.
4 ends played, 5-1 Australia lead. Scotland gets some fortunate luck. The little rub and crashing in, but they'll take it. They're on the board and they get to control the length for the first time in this match.
Yeah, Australia definitely got the better start on that length. Scotland now fairly longish 3/4 end.
Julie, it's good to see Scotland have changed things up straight away with no hesitation. They've said this wasn't working. We're going longer.
Yes, I think that was going to happen the minute they got that mat that had to change.
And the correction not made by Paul Foster. It's a bit of a nervy start from the Scots so far. Australia look a lot more relaxed out there, and you could see Aron Sherriff with a big smile on his face. Carl seemed really relaxed as well. But Scotland know that this is an 18-end match.
Yeah, Paul just still trying to find the weight of the green.
Same with Corey there. These are always the 2 danger teams, as well as England in this triples competition. They're the big 3 coming in. Paul Foster, will he get around Corey Wedlock's? Corey winning the lead battle at the moment. Just needs to make a couple of metres correction on his last, or about a metre.
England were the winners in Christchurch 2016 in the men's triples.
They were.
Just snuck over our Australian boys.
Extra end, wasn't it?
Yeah, very tight game.
This could be the speed change we're talking about.
Well, it's not 4 yet, so we don't need a yard more.
Just a change of length, I think. They haven't really quite grabbed the different length.
Can Derek Oliver. He's going to go past.
You know, I think he's seen everyone drop short. He thought, oh, I better make sure I'm there.
Yeah.
That could be handy later on.
Exactly. We know all of these guys can play pretty good weight. And they have no hesitations when it comes to attacking the head.
Aron Sherriff now on the backhand, plenty of room.
He never needs many more invitations. Carl Healey, a little clap of the hands. He likes it. And the name Omar echoes around Club Helensvale. Derek Oliver, a few metres of correction required. He had a good line on his last. Not bad. For the first time this match, guys, Australia will have the final bowl. See how they will have to use it. Will they be ahead? Will they have shot? Aron Sherriff, just rinse and repeat.
Pretty good again.
Even better than the last from Aron Sherriff. Big high five for Carl Healey.
He's put that in a really good spot too, right in front of the jack. Hasn't made it very easy for Alex here.
Aron Sherriff, one of the clutch bowlers. One of the best at it. World Bowls Indoor Championships this year in Warilla. He and Andrew Kelly played an epic final. And he won a very unlikely one where Kelly had more chances. Big weight from Alex Marshall.
Well, he's got his own, giving Carl Healey a lot more room now to draw a third shot.
Yep.
I think they're holding 3 now, the Australians.
You are correct. Carl Healey can have an opportunity to put in a 4th.
Scotland do have the best back bowl, but I think it's worth Carl Healey putting the pressure on here. Draw another one.
Well, if you can draw a 4th, it just puts the pressure on Alex Marshall. It depends where this bowl ends up as well. Doesn't want to fatten up the target, does he?
Yeah, well, he's playing the forehand, so he shouldn't fatten anything up on the forehand. He's opted for the cover bowl. Just needs to pass the back red bowl to cover the respot.
Oh, he was so close to doing it too. This might encourage Alex Marshall to go big again.
I think he's committed now. It looks pretty close that Scotland think they might still have the tee. Measure for the tee at the moment, but I think he's committed. I think he's got to go again.
He's going for it, Alex Marshall. And he's wide. So Australia forge on. But it could be another one.
So Carl's got a bit of a free kick here, and he would love dearly to capitalise on that.
A 4th here would be enormous. It was 9-0 in favour of England yesterday against Marshall's Scotland. Wants it to stop, wants to hold up. It's close, but I reckon it's just the 3 for the Aussies. It is. So, I don't think anybody expected this. Australia with an 8-1 lead after 5. Nearly
2 great shots there from Aron Sherriff.
many times have we heard that over the years? 2 great shots from Aron Sherriff.
Back to the short length again.
Been really impressed by the Australians so far. Their adaptability has been good. 8-1 is the score. England led Scotland 9-0 after a few ends yesterday. Scotland worked their way back into it. Alex Marshall will have the belief, as will Paul Foster and Derek Oliver. But the Aussies have got themselves a foothold in this contest.
Yeah, the Australians have gone in with a game plan, obviously, to play short. It's definitely working to their advantage.
And their feel throughout this green, that's fallen into for Corey Wedlock, has been magnificent. We've seen a lot of bowlers today go past and go too far past. They've made it work.
Looks just a little bit longer than what they have been playing, this one.
Paul Foster. He's got it. That's a confidence booster for him. Foster and Marshall have been such a formidable combo, no matter what format they play.
Yeah, we're used to watching them play pairs so often in all these major events. We see a great shot here, Corey Wedlock.
Listen to the crowd.
Yeah, not very often you see them in triples.
Certainly not. Something new. Playing triples and fours, the two of them. Ian McLean playing in singles for Scotland, and Jason Banks will join Marshall, Oliver and Foster in the fours team. Ian McLean, Commonwealth semi-finalist last year and bronze medal winner.
I think it's Jason Banks' first major event.
It is. What a team to play with. Aron Sherriff right in front of the jack. 2 for the Aussies currently. Big weight from Derek Oliver. Bang. Out of bounds. We will draw to the tee.
And the benefit here, Aaron's already had a few goes at drawing to the respot, ditch to ditch, so should have a fair idea of the weight.
Doesn't need many more invitations. He jogs in behind it.
Two crackers, mate.
Carl Healey, you could hear it there. 2 crackers. Well,
That's brilliant.
he is in fine form.
It's world class.
How good is that sun? It's beautiful.
Beautiful. Well, Brett did warn us, or not warn us, did enlighten us to the fact that the sun would come through in the afternoon, right to the back of us. And to the back of the rink, touching the jack, goes Derek Oliver.
Yeah, 2 great shots there from Derek on the attack. Back to the draw, trying to touch her. Not easy to get out of there too for Carl Healey. He's right on, pretty close to a front hopper. I think he's just got to try and arrive to spring it a little bit. If he just misses, he finishes past.
Carl played some enormous bowls yesterday. By enormous, I mean enormous. The one to beat Ireland, I'm not sure if either of you saw it, sprung the jack forward off the ditch, scored 4.
Could even work off their own Australian bowl here as well if he can get the edge off his own, get back to the jack.
Little stalk here from Carl, he doesn't mind it.
Keep coming. Up you get.
Is it going to get there?
Yes, I saw that springboard yesterday. Yeah. And, Ireland had sort of started making a little semi-comeback there, and he put that right to a stop.
Yep. He finished it right there and then. That was the shot to win the match. All we needed to do was get rid of the jack, and Australia had 4 near the tee. Alex Marshall. As we near the conclusion of the 6th then, which would take us a third of the way through this.
Nicely now, mate. Nicely.
Slides off. Can't set it in for the second, so Australia still have second shot here.
Yeah, it was a little bit fortunate there, Alex. He nearly sprung the jack out there.
I think you have a big chance of doing it here.
Would have been
Get him,
massive there, but let's see what Carl Healey's got.
Opting for the opened hand here. Is a little bit cluttered up on the backhand there now, so just trying to sneak past the red bowl.
There hasn't been a hush over this green like there has been today, like right now.
You're going to drop much, mate. Drop much. Left it on, you set the ball.
Alex Marshall on the forehand. Doesn't need much correction.
Can afford to play through his own onto the jack here or sit the second shot.
He's not far away. Alex Marshall, he's going to go through the gap again.
Oh.
That was a carbon copy, Julie Keegan.
That was a fantastic effort there.
Gave it a good chance. If he got the bowl onto the jack, he had another one at the back waiting.
So, 6 ends played. Australia lead at 8-1.
Seeing a long end being called by Alex here.
Yep.
Got his foot on the tee.
And he put his arms straight out as soon as they won that end. And
Two good shots from the seconds there. Derek and Aron both quality bowls each.
Derek Oliver has played really well so far. He's another World Championship where Scotland have just unearthed someone else. Got such a strong men's contingent, they always have. That's a great start from Paul Foster. Corey Wedlock has been the man that's been first on.
Yeah, he just opted to go back to the backhand in this direction, Paul. It's paid off for him this time around.
Corey Wedlock. What can he reply with Corey Wedlock? Something even better. The hat is off from Carl Healey. And he gets a high five from Aron Sherriff. Paul Foster didn't leave him much room.
Resting toucher.
That's what you want in a World Championships final. So this one comes down. Same line or same hand from Paul Foster. And he's got bowls in very good homes.
Just looking to drift past here now, Corey on the forehand, trying to cover.
God hasn't got the run.
Just underneath, yeah, short. So Derek Oliver with an opportunity to get another one around the head for Scotland, and Aron Sherriff will have a bit of work to do.
Oh, ideally, they just want to make a little bit of contact there and dislodge that jack.
Yep, if they can, but look at the home that this is in. Well. That's ended up in a very good space. So what's the go for Aron Sherriff here, Brett?
I think they've just got to try and get past. If they get to the respot, just in case. It's pretty hard to cover the red bowls where they are. Corey's has just finished in a bad spot because that's probably the area they needed to come through to try and get back to where those reds are. But if he can cover the respot, which he's done, very good shot here from Aron Sherriff.
Thumbs up from Carl Healey.
It's just a bit of insurance for if they need it later on.
For non-bowlers watching on, you may hear claps for those when they're not near the jack, but it's because it's a very good strategic bowl. Derek Oliver. Alex Marshall says it's okay, it's fine.
He's got to sneak around Corey's short bowl now.
Yeah, it is a bit of a nuisance bowl, isn't it?
It is the wider hand, so he should be able to just slip around that. He's done very well.
Well, that's exactly where Carl Healey wanted it, Julie.
That's perfect position
Yeah,
there
two good
from Omar.
shots.
Has he missed a bowl yet?
Looks like it's coming off the angle of that red if they hit it too hard. Going straight to that Aron Sherriff bowl.
Or the tee if it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Alex just needs the barest of touches.
Which we've seen him do on many occasions.
It is loaded up. Looks like it's a resting toucher at the moment, so any touch
Spring it out.
will get them the shot, as long as it doesn't go too far.
They're intrigued, but it's under.
Just look at the weight. He's played perfect weight for that shot.
That is absolutely perfect, yeah. Just wanting to, what we call, crack an egg on it, and just, even if you sat that bowl down, it'd go into the pack there with the two reds.
It's a magnificent head so far. It's like a mini chessboard on a bowling green.
Not a lot Carl can do. I think he's just got to probably try and get to Alex's last bowl out to the left-hand side of screen there. Just in case the jack springs past Aron Sherriff's bowl. Even if he gets to the outside of Alex's bowl, it'll be a handy spot.
Scotland are going to be the ones that come on the attack here. So Alex Marshall's got one left in the tank after this. What has Carl Healey got? Crashing into Corey Wedlock's. So is it out of the way now, Corey's?
I think Alex will be just doing the same thing, same weight, little touch.
Yeah, he wasn't far off with his last. Same sort of bowl. Weight was perfect.
Alex Marshall has not blinked. A trademark little walk towards the ditch and the side and the bank.
Scots are looking interested.
It's coming. It's come too far. So I think they're going to take it.
Perfect weight again.
Well, I think Aron Sherriff might have been considering taking that then. He had the mat in his hand, or Corey Wedlock did. Safe line from Carl Healey. There was no way he was going near that. So, Australia, 9-2. That's the lead. So Scotland still can't get those multiple ends, Julie Keegan.
No, and that's a really healthy lead now for Australia.
They just need to keep extending it. Because Scotland, they will not give up. I reckon even when it's mathematically impossible, they wouldn't give up. They'd still believe. That's how good these guys are out there. But the Australians have done a power of work, and they go back to this shorter length here. That's what's worked for them. The last 4 ends, we've gone end for end, but Australia, with a big 3 on end 5, that's what's been the difference. Scotland have only scored 2 singles.
Yeah, that's right.
Match.
Alex just checking that length, so it must be just in. Only just in, so that on the bare minimum.
Corey's getting his jack rolls. Bang on the money. Around the back there, it's a good home.
And the lights are on.
Have come on. Paul Foster joins Corey Wedlock at the back. Temperature's getting a little cooler. You've opted for the jacket, Julie Keegan.
Oh, definitely. I was freezing.
I reckon I might be doing it after this end as well.
I don't know if that sun's gone.
Yeah, it might have hit our backs briefly, but it hasn't stayed for very long. But Corey Wedlock, that's a good spot. Paul Foster.
Looking to correct here. His line was good. Looks to be better pace. Yeah, it's
Not bad.
going.
And again, he just drifts through that little bit.
They're just going that metre or so through, yeah.
Aron Sherriff. He has been mighty so far in this final. He wants that second World Championships gold medal. To go with that at 2012.
That's how you do it.
What a shot from Aron Sherriff. Derek Oliver. Has he drawn it himself here? Just coming under. This has been an inspired performance from Aron Sherriff so far. He has just been monumental. As we said in the last end, we don't reckon he's missed a bowl yet. That's not a bad spot either.
Derek Oliver now looking to sit the bowl, trail a jack. He's got one waiting there if he can trail it around the corner.
Derek Oliver, not far away again. They just sneak through that little bit.
He's going to handy home too. It's usable if Alex can get the jack back there.
These heads have been so congested. And it's these little moves, these little...
I think Carl's just got to try and beat him to it, try and trail that jack around the corner. Change it up. Even if he sits the bowl, falls back on the line. Just needs the run.
Carl Healey.
They like it.
Oh, it's fallen out.
Wasn't far out.
Nope. Alex Marshall now, opportunity.
He can make a few here if he can trail that jack around the corner.
Well, it's just going to come over, but again, not a bad home. And it's going to end right about where those other Scotland bowls are. So that encatchment back there looms dangerously, and that's where Aron Sherriff has his foot for Carl Healey. Because if there is movement of jack, it could result in a number to Scotland. So a cover needed.
Yeah, I think being 7 shots in front, probably timely to try and cover that now. He's had a go at trying to change it up, but you don't like giving Alex Marshall 2 goes at trying to score a multiple like that. So I think...
And you don't want to sit out there next to it to give Alex a target.
And he tends not to miss twice, Alex Marshall.
No.
Temperature dropping. Brett, you told us that the sun was coming to sit on our backs for a bit. It came for 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's gone now.
I'm cold.
Alex Marshall just giving Carl a guide. Sorry, Aron Sherriff giving him a guide where the perfect spot is.
Carl Healey.
Split all those red bowls up.
And Corey Wedlock claps his hands and thumbs up as well. So, Alex Marshall is going to try and trail this one.
He's chasing it.
We know when he jogs, he likes it.
No.
And a slap of frustration on the wrist. So Australia will take another shot, and they are the first to double figures. 10-2 after 8. We near the halfway point. And Australia, well, they are forging ahead, Brett Wilkie and Julie Keegan.
Yeah, they're dominating at the moment, playing great bowls. Corey setting it up beautifully. And then you've got Aron coming along behind. And
Just been more consistent on this shorter length. Picked up the weight a lot better than the Scottish boys at the moment. Corey just rolling it a little bit longer than what it has been, probably 2 or 3 metres further. Very smooth delivery, Corey Wedlock. And the Wirral Bowling Club. Another good shot here. Great starter. Paul Foster changing back to the forehand now. extra bit of length catching him out. We'll see the lights start to take effect soon. The lights are on now here at Club Helensvale. The sun's starting to set. Temperatures dropping. The green will start to drop now too. Slowly lose the pace, which may help the Scottish guys at the moment. Any correction there from Paul Foster. It's not the shot, but it's in a good workable area. Aron Sherriff's just got to try and sneak past that one. Just needs to hold. Bit unfortunate. One shot to Scotland now. Rick Oliver will be looking to play a similar shot, promote their own, or just sneak past onto the jack. Bit of insurance. Australians have got 2 or 3 seconds. Looking to go for the bowl clean. Can get either side of it and get it out clean. On the attack.
Close.
Great shot there from Aron Sherriff. Just got the right angle, left the jack. Holding 2, maybe 3 now, Australia. You see the replay. Just missed their own. Bowl out clean.
Yeah, it was perfect. He had to get either side of it to get it out clean, and then that's what he did. Far away here. Slides past the jack.
So, guys, Aron Sherriff just continues.
Yeah, he was unlucky with his first bowl. He played a good shot. He was all over the jack if that bowl wasn't there. And a bit unfortunate to turn it in, but come up with a big one. Got it out clean.
Australia holding 3.
So pressure straight back onto Scotland.
I dare say that will change. But if they did score a multiple this end, it would go a long way to determining this result, possibly.
Yeah, Carl's just got to sneak past here, I think. The Scottish got a couple of reds at the back there, so just needs to sneak past to cover.
He won't do that.
Well, he counts, though.
Yep. So that extra marker just puts a bit more pressure on Alex Marshall.
No real target. He's got to draw the shot.
He does. On the forehand. Doesn't need too many more invitations, Alex Marshall.
Close here.
And sits and slides.
That's a great shot.
He does draw it. Brett Wilkie. He sends the response back to Carl Healey.
Suddenly Australia find themselves with no back bowl. So the call from Aron Sherriff, you've just got to draw it, mate.
Where does he put it?
I think he can afford to just arrive, like a full draw. He doesn't get the shot, even if he's a couple of feet past, he's protecting that potential multiple of Alex Marshall trailing that jack again for a big number.
Needs to get down, Carl Healey. Well.
Opportunity here for the Scots.
Yep. Huge opportunity here. So a little trail out to the side. And, well, there's a chance for a 5.
Yeah, get towards Corey's feet, the bowl where Corey's feet is. So.
He's got other options as well. If he sits his own bowl with the right weight, he'll stay for 2. If he's a bit tight, he slides off the blues. So he's got everything in his favour here. Alex Marshall just arriving.
So number on offer and possibly a spark for Scotland. Well,
great effort there.
A let off for the Australians, who would have been sweating on that one. So the halfway point of the contest, Australia They lead at 10-3 as we round the bend towards 18 ends. Australia with a 7-shot advantage as we have a look at that Alex Marshall bowl to secure shot. This has been some sort of a start by the Aussies, and we are going long yet again. This is pretty much T2T. Julie Keegan and Brett Wilkie.
I think that was the first end Scotland have won coming this way. Was it? So
I think you are, yeah, you're correct.
first time they've rolled the jack in this direction.
You are correct.
First long end for this way.
So let's see.
So you can find it first.
We've had to draw to the tee a couple of times with the jack spilt back. And re-spotted. 2.5 feet as instructed by Alex Marshall. To correct for Paul Foster. Corey Wedlock and Carl Healey have not yet won a World Bowls Championships title. Aron Sherriff won with you in 2012, Brett Wilkie.
Yeah, he's been involved in a few finals, got some silver medals as well.
Yep. This would mean the absolute world to him, because everything you feel that he's done over the past year and a half is kind of built towards this moment. Brett and Julie. And Carl Healey making his international debut in 2022. As Paul Foster, well, the 2.5 feet that he needed, he got.
Yeah, the different length, just catching Corey out with his first bowl, so we'll be looking for a good correction here.
But yeah, Carl Healey making his debut last year, got selected for the Commonwealth Games, played really well there, and he's just continued on that form as Corey Wedlock goes past. That's a good home to be in.
Yeah, very good spot there. Yeah, even though Carl's sort of making his international debut, he's got a lot of experience throughout Australia. He's been a quality player for a long time for New South Wales. He's won a lot of titles over the years, so...
Derek Oliver tightens the screws.
Yeah, Derek draws another one just in front.
We do have third and the tee.
Clear communication from Carl Healey. Big weight from Aron Sherriff. Spilled the jack out. Got rid of one of the shot bowls. Jack will be put right back on the tee.
Great shot.
Very good effort from Aron Sherriff. My word, that was close. Aron Sherriff's family watching on today, wife and kids.
Hurry, Dale. Keep running. Up yet. Ah, you're in the area. That's all right. Down, mate. Can draw that.
So words from Alex Marshall to Derek Oliver. You're in the area. And now Carl Healey wants Aron Sherriff to draw it.
Even if he can get another good second shot, it'll give Carl Healey options to think about.
Close.
Aron Sherriff doesn't do second shots.
He said, what about the shot?
Yeah, he said, I'll just draw the shot. Little touch up. What a shot.
Unbelievable. He wanted the shot and he got it.
Not an easy one to get out of for Alex Marshall either. Really only got a full draw down on the backhand. Can afford to give it a little bit of a chance at the bowl, trailer jack.
So they keep applying the pressure to the Australians. Alex Marshall now wants it to get down, but it's going to fall under. And that bowl of Corey Wedlock at the start has just remained in such a great home, hasn't it?
Yeah, very good position there.
He's led beautifully.
I think it just made Alex play the harder weight because he knew if he trailed the jack, it was heading in the Corey Wedlock's direction.
So Carl Healey, an opportunity to pop in a second here for Australia. Just takes his time, straightens the mat, continues through his method.
He's just got to try and beat Alex to the jack here.
Carl Healey doesn't want to rock that bowl up. He does, but it's okay. Australia still have one. Now, what can Alex Marshall reply with?
It hasn't made it any easier for Alex. He's got to sneak past that one.
It's certainly not easy. There's very, very difficult to get down. There's bowls everywhere in that head. Sort of blocking all wings, but if Alex Marshall's...
Can see the jack, but you need a lot of weight to try and hold it up through that gap.
But even then, you'd have to be millimetre perfect. Which I'm not saying Alex Marshall can't do, because we've seen it before.
I think he'll just be trying to draw the shot. Same weight, his weight was good. Weight control's very good, Alex Marshall.
Stay up longer, mate.
Derek Oliver saying stay up longer. Don't think it will unless he gets a little slide. Was not far away. He gave it a chance.
Yeah, he had good weight for the shot.
Yep. And it would have been like the first shot that they accrued in this one. A little bit of a lucky one, but didn't get it. Carl Healey now with an opportunity. Not easy though.
He has got an opportunity. Draw for two. You know, you may even get a bonus of a little toucher. He can make three.
Well, a multiple here for Australia would send the crowd into raptures. On the backhand.
Got Aron Sherriff interested.
And has it got the weight? No, just underneath, but Australia still don't allow multiple ends for Scotland. The lead is back to 8. They lead 11-3 with 8 ends to play. It's been ruthless so far.
See a replay of Aron Sherriff's toucher here. What a magnificent shot. Ditch to ditch. One down, just on a toucher.
Back to short.
That one was too short.
Yes, so Scotland will now, I reckon they're going big, or long anyway.
Having a talk, good idea.
See what they decide to do. Deep in conversation.
We haven't seen the mat move around too much at the moment, so I think they might try and bring the mat up a little bit away from where it's been. Whether they've had a long end or a short end, it's always been fairly well back, so so they need to change the area of the green they're playing. Whether it's a 3/4 end to the tee.
No, I think we're going tee to tee again.
Looks that way. Paul Foster to roll the jack.
3/4.
Oh, yes. So what's he got? We haven't really seen this 3/4 length too much today. Well, in this match anyways. Good jack roll from Paul Foster. That has landed pretty much right at the distance where Alex Marshall wanted it.
Another good start here from Cordery Wedlock.
He's led superbly.
Yes,
throughout.
he's just stayed on that side, and you know he's just had the ascendancy the whole game on that side. As Paul's been sort of swapping and changing a little bit, trying to find it.
This is a legacy match, of course. It's a World Bowls Championships final. Derek Oliver, a two-time Commonwealth Games gold medalist in 2018, won the triples and the fours, has never won a World Bowls Championships gold medal. Aron Sherriff and Alex Marshall and Paul Foster, the only three on the green to have won a World Bowls gold. Paul Foster. Great correction. Has it gone too far? That'll do.
Just hung on enough for shot. Aaron Sheriff's got a couple of options here just to give it a little bit of a chance. Promote Corey Wedlock or sit the red bowl. Finish in a good spot if he misses. Play good weight.
He has. And it has finished in a good spot, Brett Wilkie.
Yeah, he's unfortunate there, got the gap, but plenty of options.
Carl Healey telling Aron Sherriff to draw the shot. Doesn't usually need to be told, he just goes and does it. He's interested, but it's going to drop under. The Australians only one past the jack here. How pivotal will that be?
Maybe another second though. At least 2 seconds, maybe 3.
And has it got in the way? Derek Oliver gets past, and that red catchment is looking really tasty for Alex Marshall.
Yeah, I think Carl's got to be drawing to that last bowl of Derek's. Through Corey Wedlock's bowl, give the red bowl a roll for at least 2. Or if he misses, he just finishes back where Derek Oliver just finished, about a metre past the jack.
Haven't conceded a multiple yet, the Australians. We conceded on 3 ends of the 10 that we've played. Carl Healey, you're right, Brett. I think needs to be in that area. Cannot be short. Cannot afford to be short.
Has he got the red ball?
Get down.
Carl Healey.
Brilliant.
Perfect weight.
Sensational. Sat it and took the shot.
Weight was perfect, just enough to roll it twice. Definitely 2, potentially 3. Well, Alex Marshall, he could play a bomb here, trail at jack. Back 2 or 3 feet, could make 4. Asking it to hold.
Has he got it? Oh, he has. Wow.
Brilliant.
He was in the area.
So, what happens now? He's got to look for the cold draw.
Well, he's just going to try and get past the jack high bowl there, because potentially Alex has got a good shot on here. He could roll his own bowl onto the jack and make a number, so that I think they're just prepared to nearly go 1 down here and just cover the danger.
Yeah, I think 1 down's a good outcome for the Australians. Handy there.
That's a good bowl.
That's a very good home.
Just covered it.
Alex needs to be careful with his weight now. He needs to just play the minimal weight. Just a small little touch on his own.
Probably only needs to just roll it once, doesn't he? The jack will spring back to there on 1 roll. Just flop the bowl over.
He doesn't need much on his last. He was in the area with his last one. Probably only needs a foot of weight, 18 inches. Last bowl of the end now, Alex Marshall. Left on the mat.
What has Alex Marshall got? Can he score their first multiple? He likes it. He's very interested, and there is that multiple.
Great shot there from Marshall.
2 to Scotland. After Carl Healey asked the question, Alex Marshall responded with gusto. 11-5. 7 ends to play.
Opting for the mat back again, similar length, long 3/4 end. Not quite ditch to ditch.
After 11 ends. As light starts to fade here at Club Helensvale. It's the final match of the day. 2 to come tomorrow, women's singles and men's para pairs. Australia versus South Africa in the paras, and then New Zealand versus Canada in the women's singles. Kelly McCarrahan and Taylor Bruce.
Well, Paul just leaving Corey Wedlock a fair bit of room here. Needs to take advantage of it. Try and beat him to the jack. Which he's done. Great shot.
Great shot, Corey.
Sensational from Corey Wedlock.
Had a good line with his first pull, but just needs to a little bit of weight. Be looking to just sit or trail, just finish past.
So Corey Wedlock. Opportunity. Bit of a distraction.
Yeah, we do have a neighbour that likes to sing here at Helensvale, so we're up in the house up on the hill. So a bit of a sing along at the moment.
Didn't Sophie Monk used to live up there?
She did.
Did
in
she?
The same house, yeah. She
Oh,
grew
really?
up there.
Oh, there you go.
She used to sing karaoke here at Club Helensvale many years ago as a teenager or
There
a
you
young
go.
girl.
So, bit of weight for Derek Oliver. Aron Sherriff. Let's try and pop in a second here for the Australians. It was a great start from Corey Wedlock. If he can clear the front, he'll be in a really good spot. But sharp turn that we've seen all day.
They still can get it through the gap there if they want to go again.
It's going to be hard to draw anyway. I would still go.
Yep, I think that's what he's doing. Big weight from Derek Oliver.
Then we got his own.
Yeah.
Had to count, mate.
He bowled that hard, the thud into the ditch was quite large, and Aron Sherriff on the draw again. Australia still haven't conceded multiple ends in a row. Julie Keegan, as Aron Sherriff gets this one down.
Oh, and sits that down beautifully. Great shot from Sherriff.
That's exactly where he wanted it. Di Milner with the 2 paddles up for Australia.
Yeah, that was perfect. He's rolled it right in front of the jack. Changed it up completely. Made 2 shots as well. Perfect shot there from Aron Sherriff.
Can't see the jack anymore.
No.
And just
So, Alex Marshall, purposeful stride to the mat. Huge weight. Missing. Derek Oliver stopped that with his foot then. Took a brave man. That was coming down at pace.
I think he's just got to get past now. Carl, there's not much else he can do there, really.
Might get right back to the tee.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the worst idea.
The jack potentially bounce off the second shot there and come back up.
There is a possibility of that. It has happened a couple of times this week, Julie.
Oh, no, I appreciate that. But I'm just saying, that counts.
We're looking to cover,
And it's got the tee.
cover and count.
Yep. And Aaron Sherriff, you heard there on the effects mic. And it's got the tee, so cover and count. It's what Carl Healey will go for.
It's fine, mate. You get to that.
Plays for Cabramatta in New South Wales. Juggernaut down there at Cabra has a lot of the Australian players. The Bull Ants down there, and Carl Healey wants it to run and hurry.
Let's block that shot.
It has. Don't think it's counted though.
He's going to draw the shot now, Alex Marshall. That's about all he's got on. Draw a side touch up.
Alex Marshall. Opportunity here to try and get multiple ends in a row, which they haven't achieved yet in this match. Margin at 6. Is he close? A little bit of a slide, and well, it's knocked the jack towards the Australian bowl at the back there, which was Aaron Sherriff's.
Big bowl now for Carl Healey. He's got an opportunity here.
For a third.
Yeah, another nail.
Which would make it a 14-5 lead. At the moment it stands at 13-5 on a live score. The Australians well and truly in the box seat. Presentations to come after this. They will be streamed by Bowls Australia. Carl Healey just needs a couple more feet on his last. Talk us through it, Brett Wilkie.
Here's the bend.
And he's done it.
Yeah, just enough, I think.
Going to do the job. 3 fingers up from Aaron Sherriff, 3 paddles up from Di Milner. More importantly, 3 more shots in front are the Australians.
Yeah, crucial shot that. 3 opportunities, made the most of it. You just see now he's put it out on a good line. It just needed to just sneak in. Everyone was riding it just enough.
Well,
1 each to the Australian boys there.
Julie Keegan, Brett Wilkie, that is the perfect way to respond to Scotland's first multiple by scoring a 3 of yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's put them in a really good spot now. 6 ends to go. 9 shots in front. Can't take the foot off the pedal.
Complacency can never come into it now for Australia. They need to keep their foot on the accelerator. Again, we go shorter. It's a bit longer than what we have seen. Corey Wedlock has led superbly.
Yeah, the wind's died down. There's not much wind there now.
Corey Wedlock's been like an absolute machine today. Just set the platform so well. Put the Scots under pressure from the onset.
Robotic precision from Corey Wedlock. And the narrative for him to take home his first World Bowls Championships title would be fantastic. It was a tough year for him last year.
Pretty good reply from Paul Foster. Good home there. Conditions quite pleasant here now at Club Helensvale.
Yeah, good home from Corey Wedlock.
Yeah, very good position there. 1 on 1 behind. Always keep your skipper happy when you've got 1 on 1 behind.
Exactly.
Very close here.
Paul Foster.
Will he get the jack?
He won't. He's going to end up right where his other one is. And it's been the tail of the tape for Paul Foster today, hasn't it, Julie? Just a couple of inches too far.
Yeah, just missing. You know, just sometimes that just happens. And you know, he's been in the area.
He's just so good, isn't he, Aron Sherriff?
Very good home there.
Derek Oliver, now stage is set for him. He's won 2 Com Games gold medals, doesn't have a World Bowls Championships title. He wants to change that. He's going to slide off Corey's. And then Corey's, I reckon, is going to be welcoming that for shot.
Two to Scotland now.
2. Okay.
Aron Sherriff looking to play something similar to Derek Oliver.
Camera angles are very deceiving.
Little toucher or sit off the red bowls. It's in the area.
Likes it.
Oh, so close from Aron Sherriff. 1 to red, 1 Scotland here. As Derek Oliver will look to put in another. Margin at 9.
Good
Five
head
in.
here for the Aussies.
Yeah. Well, that Corey Wedlock back bowl has really come into play, hasn't it?
It has. In a perfect spot. Both Corey and Aron have got 2 waiting for it. If there's any movement of the jack, it's going to make 3 shots.
Like you said earlier, Brett, you know, Corey, you know, nailed it with his first and then just made sure he was just that little bit behind, and that bowl could potentially end up the shot.
He's won the lead battle so far, Corey, just been a little bit more consistent. Healey now just needs to just arrive, sit on the reds, trail a jack, full draw. In the area. It's close, can he get to the jack? Yeah,
He'll
good
get shot, Willie.
It's been unfortunate, I think.
It's close.
Played it well. Just fallen out, I think. May have got second shot out of it, though. Couldn't have played it much better. Don't think Alex Marshall has anything else than a dead draw on the forehand as well. The only way I could really get a multiple would be to fall on the back of the jack and roll it forward. Which doesn't happen very often, but it is possible. Oh, might have fallen in for another one.
Might have.
It's the best head we've seen of the game, this one. Consistent bowling.
So,
Same bowl from Carl Healey gets him the shot.
1 left to come from both. If Carl does get the same bowl, just puts a heap more pressure on Scotland.
A toucher would be a bonus. Move it even 4 inches would probably nearly bring them all in, make 4.
Carl just on the outside.
Not sure whether anything's lined up there to rattle down on the backhand. I think Carl Healey's bowl's locked in there. I don't think they can really move it out to bring the other front ones in.
Yeah, that's what they're possibly looking at.
Yeah, if that blue bowl should jam on the back one. I think Really, he's only got a draw shot. The big benefit would be to fall on the back of the jack. Just trying to draw another shot.
Alex Marshall. For a second multiple for Scotland here.
Bowl.
It is. Needs to be careful though.
Oh, unlucky.
And that, well,
Great attempt.
he was right in the area.
For a minute there,
Sometime,
Brett. Thought it was going to fall on the back of the jack.
Yeah,
It was
well,
coming around.
he gave it every chance.
bowls giveth and bowls
Aron.
taketh away.
Yeah, it was good shot out of luck.
And now the task and the equation becomes all the more difficult for Scotland as Australia forge ahead by 11, 16 to 5. As we see the lucky rub of the jack from Alex Marshall. There are 5 ends left. Scotland need more than 2 an end to rope this back. They are so close now, the Aussies.
Yeah, they can afford to lose ones now. Got that handy break.
Yep, ones are okay. They've conceded 1 multiple.
Not a great starter from Corey Wedlock.
The robotic precision of Wedlock again. Paul Foster. What can he reply with? World Bowls Championship gold medal on the line.
Yeah, good opener there from Paul.
Corey, a little stamp on the ground there. Not sure he's too happy with this. He's allowed 1-sider.
Yeah, it's still in a good home though.
That's
It's
a
not-
great home.
I know. If that's what he's getting a little bit annoyed about, then that shows how good he's been today.
He's such a perfectionist.
Yeah. He's been mighty this afternoon. Corey Wedlock. And good home there for Paul Foster.
Aron's been playing this forehand well down in this direction.
Yeah, he's got the line down pat and the weight. A lot of people have struggled down on this hand, but he's been the one to master it.
Needs to drop under those reds.
He's done it again.
Rinse and repeat for Aaron Sherriff. They continue to forge on.
It's in a good spot just past the jack as well, covering those reds.
Bit high there from Derek Oliver, I think. Just nestles him right behind Aaron Sherriff's. Same hand for Sherriff.
Just needs to bend.
It's trying. He's done it again. He has done it again.
Play 2.
The crowd's absolutely loving it.
They're lined up right onto the Scottish bowls too if they play weight through it. He can try and trail the jack though. If he can get, trail the jack 2 or 3 feet, he could make a few.
He's running a tighter line.
He is.
He's sit for shot, I think.
Nicely played. Derek Oliver. And a smile from Alex Marshall. So the skips make their way down. 11 the margin. Scotland need to get a move on.
Nice little full draw here from Carl Healey. Little toucher himself, roll the bowl. We'll just finish past.
Carl Healey, not a mile away, just under. So now Alex Marshall. It's up to him to try and wrestle some of this back for Scotland.
Yeah, I think Derek's bowl's stopping the trail, so it's just more a draw now, draw for 2.
Bit heavy.
Maybe looking for the little bounce off trail. Just needs to get down.
Carl Healey needs it to come. Not a bad effort.
Yeah, good shot. It's finished in a good position. It's taken away that little trail, little splash out to the side. It's really stopped them from getting any more than 2 now.
Yep, which
Good
is
shot there.
okay for the Australians.
Yeah.
2s are not enough. Alex Marshall. To pop in a second. They've only won 4 ends in this match. He needs to be careful not to rock up the Aussie bowl, and he doesn't. 1 for Scotland. Margin at 10. 16-6. There are 4 ends to play. Scotland need 2.5 an end.
Yeah, they need more than 1s now.
That's to force it to an extra end anyway. Australia, they're going to have last bowl here, which they'll like.
Opting to go with the ditch to ditch again. They've gone to 3/4 the last few times they've had the jack, but trying to stretch it the full length this time.
Australia have constantly had bowls in the head.
Probably
Next
about
week.
a metre off ditch to ditch.
Next week, these 3 will be playing in the 4s, all 3 of them. Scotland will add Jason Banks. Australia will add Aaron Tees.
Yeah, we have a lay day on Monday, then we're all back into it again on Tuesday.
We certainly are. It's been a big week, a well-earned rest for everybody on Monday.
A couple of great finals tomorrow as well here at Club Helensvale.
Men's para pairs. Jimmy Reynolds standing directly beside us as well, watching on with his wife. This precision from Corey Wedlock just continues. The line on his opening bowl in the last 4 or 5 ends, Julie Keegan, has been magnificent.
Yeah, his line's spot on. It's not creating any sort of target or any guide for them to get in. They've just got to flat draw it. Yeah, he's just absolutely having a field day out there.
Now, what's the key for the Australians here as Paul Foster puts in a beauty?
It's a great shot.
Key for the Australians in maintaining their composure here, because this is when you can start to think about the future and start to think about the results.
Yeah, it's keeping it tight, matching all their bowls, taking away the options of multiples. Corey Wedlock just giving it a chance here. He's close.
Well, he's close, he's followed it, and I reckon he's done enough.
Yeah, good correction.
Yeah, like Brett said, like Scotland are in a position now, they've got to take some risks, and they're going to probably try to play some shots. So, I mean, Australia's just got to defend and look to where those multiples may happen, and sometimes just take your medicine and, you know, like go 1 down or whatever, and just cover the danger.
One down is okay for the Aussies.
Exactly.
Because it makes the scenario all the more difficult for Scotland, and any end win for Australia from now on is gigantic.
Aron just trying to get to these back reds now. Turn Corey's bowl or just finish past.
Oh, he's done both.
Yeah, he didn't quite get to the back one, so they've still got an opportunity, Scotland, if they can trail a jack. Wasn't far off, though.
Derek Oliver for his second of the end. He's jogging in. He's interested. Going to drop underneath, but get a result. 1 to Scotland.
Playing the same shot.
Healey asking for something similar. Just needs probably just a touch more weight. Roll those bowls or just finish in behind.
Aaron Sherriff. Oh, my word, he's good. He is so good. Big high five from Carl Healey.
It's finished in a great spot because it's taken away that trail.
Have a look at the replay. And weren't sure where it was going to end up when that Scotland bowl rocked back onto it.
Alex Marshall's probably just got to try and pop that last bowl, just make sort of minimal contact.
Yep.
Spring the jack back.
And that'd be for a couple. Scotland, as we've said, haven't won multiple ends in a row. This could go a long way to determining that. He likes it.
Oh, stiff.
It's just been that sort of an afternoon for Scotland, hasn't it? A couple of those for Alex Marshall where he's been so close and the jack has just skewed the wrong way and coughed up a multiple.
But to Australia's credit, they're making Marshall play those difficult shots.
They are. They've constructed the heads perfectly, and that's through Corey Wedlock's precision and Aaron Sherriff's, well, Aaron Sherriff just being Aaron Sherriff.
Carl Healey's just got to cover now. Try and get one past. Alex Marshall still has an opportunity to try and make a few.
And it's going past. Is it going to stop? Right on the ditch. Right on the ditch.
Right on the edge.
Australia.
I think they're holding their breath there.
Yep. Are Australia on the edge of glory?
Well, big bowl here. I think he just needs to get a little inside edge of the front bowl and then trail the jack back to his own. Does it rattle through the gap?
They're on their haunches, they're on their knees, the Scots.
Well, he's nearly played it perfect.
Nearly got exactly what he was after.
Here, Alex Cole, be nice.
Well, the bowls haven't been nice to him today, nor has the jack.
He couldn't have played it much better. He was right in the area he needed to be.
Now, what does Carl Healey do here? Does he try and sit this bowl, go for it, make two? There is a risk there that it can spill the jack towards those Scottish bowls and make a few more. So,
I mean, if you get to that ball, you can shot. Otherwise,
Australia holding 1, 2.
no,
What's the situation there?
It's a red paddle.
Red
It's
paddle.
what Di Milner has popped up. So I think it's 1 to Scotland. It's very close, but I do believe it's 1 to the Scots.
Deceiving on that screen.
Yep, and they're going to concede. So Australia do take the medicine there. They don't risk giving any more to Scotland because there was that danger there.
Yeah, there was a bit of danger, so...
Scotland, for the first time, win multiple ends in a row. The margin is at 9, 17 to 6. 3 ends to play.
One shot, a good result for the Australians.
Yep. So, Carl Healey opting not to bowl that last one. It's a smart move, I think, because there was that option where... Well,
yeah, you just need to be... If he was a little bit over, he could have gone bad. So.
And it could have gone to -4 or 5 then for the Aussies.
Yeah, smart call there by Carl and the rest of the team.
Alex Marshall's in the area both times, just didn't quite get the result he was after. 2 great attempts.
So Scotland now needing 9 shots in 3 ends.
be happy with that, Paul Foster. When you need shots, you can't really afford to drop short bowls. Breeze just picking up a little bit again. They're both on that hand. They're bowling into a headwind. Good correction.
It's been Paul Foster's last few ends. He's actually sort of found things a little bit more. But when you're down 16-5 and you start to find that that's might be too little too late, but the Scots will still believe. But when Corey Wedlock is putting them on like that,
Great shot.
he just continues to find a way.
Very good home there too, just past.
It's been a special performance from the Aussies.
Just hanging on, mate, for a shot.
Aron Sherriff here, opportunity to jump on top of it. Really put the pressure on.
Well, if Australia score a 4 this end, it's over. Haven't scored a 4 this match. That's what happened yesterday when Carl Healey went bang. They didn't even top the group, the Aussies, but they have looked so good. But this one here, Derek Oliver, that's the boss at the moment.
Go away again, mate.
Yeah, it's only one, so they just need another close one, the Aussies.
Yeah, Australia won't be worried about like attacking or anything at this stage. I think, you know, just bowls in the head is what they need, and just tick those ends away.
Well played, Aron.
Yeah, good shot here.
And Sherriff, great home. They're happy conceding ones, the Aussies, if that is the case.
Yeah, very good home there. Hasn't made it any easier for Alex Marshall.
So where does Alex Marshall go here? What does he do?
Oh, he's got to draw 2 shots.
Yep.
And hope that Carl misses. He's been in the area a lot, just hasn't quite been getting the results.
There have been 2 disastrous bowls for him. And the jack is skewed the wrong way. Tough start for the day, or to the day for the Australians, losing the women's 4s, women's singles. Silver and bronze in those 2 events respectively. Alex Marshall goes to the back, Carl Healey now.
Sort of feel sorry for Alex Marshall in a way, because the Aussies have just played so good.
They have. And he's just been, he's been in
under
the areas.
the pump, and
Yep.
he's been in the area, and you know, he's had to play absolute perfection.
I reckon
shots.
he's aged about 10 years during
Yeah.
this match. The pressure bowls that he's had to come up with.
But yeah, the Aussies have just been relentless.
Yeah. The concentration as well. There's been genuine heartbreak in the triples events for Australia. Last year in the Com Games, the 2016 final. Tell you what, Carl Healey has put that in a really good spot.
Yeah,
Great
he'd
line.
split those back ones up. Makes it hard for them to get a multiple of 3. Really only looks like the maximum Scotland can get here is a 2. Not sure if they can manufacture any more than that at the moment. Yeah, Good shot there from Carl Hill. It's probably the only place they could get a 3, pushing the shot bowl onto the jack, back to the back bowls. So they could potentially get 2, not 3.
Even if they get a 2, that means they need 7 in 2 ends. And like we said, we just haven't had those numbers scored in the entire match.
No, we haven't. And bearing in mind here, looking at this result, Australia were so, as Alex Marshall buys down his last one of this 16th end, Australia were an end away from possibly being out of this tournament against the French. Alex Marshall, he's...
Yeah, they definitely had some nervous moments there in that game.
Yep, the French trio really took it up to them. Malaysia got them on the last end. That same morning, India beat Australia in their very first match of the competition on Tuesday. But they have rallied and they have almost conquered. A resolute performance from the Australians this tournament. Kicked it up another gear yesterday with big wins over the USA and Ireland, not needing the full allotment of ends. It's Carl Healey.
If he can draw a toucher here, the crowd will go nuts.
Aron Sherriff likes it. He's so close. Oh, it was mightily close. It didn't fall.
Great attempt.
1 to Scotland, which for Australia is okay.
Couldn't have played it much better there.
Three ends in a row to Scotland, but only ones. 16-8, 2 to play. So the scenario is if Australia concede a 1 here, the match is over. And if they win the end, it's over.
Yeah, definitely in a good position at the moment.
There's nerves around, though. The Australians have been pretty vocal, but they've just gone a little bit quiet here because they know how close Corey, Aron and Carl are.
When you're playing a quality team, you can't rest on your laurels, though.
You cannot. And Scotland will firmly believe that they can win this match. Is this going to be the final end of the competition? Or will Scotland push it and make the Australians work for that final bowl?
Good starter there from Corey. Two good shots.
Paul Foster, well, we said it in the last end, he's really found his range.
Well, he set it up to give him a chance.
They needed 2, Scotland, to push it to the final end. Anything more than that, well, is a big bonus.
Corey wasn't far away. He doesn't need to alter too much.
As darkness starts to fall upon the Gold Coast, Corey Wedlock not a mile away, but he's going to drop just under.
Another bowl in the head. That's a great shot there.
Yeah, perfect weight. Let's put another one in the area, Derek Oliver. Opportunity here now for Aron Sherriff if he can get in there first. Set the bowl, little trail.
Carl's interested.
He's very interested. Aron Sherriff gets it through, falls out, but it's good enough.
Yeah, it's split those reds right up now, so perfect position, really.
One down for Australia, which weirdly enough means they hold game.
Yeah, one down's good.
One down is party time. That's going to crash. Aron Sherriff for his second bowl and possibly his final bowl of the match.
One again, mate. Another one in there.
Yeah, same bowl from Aron Sherriff. Little guide off the outside bowl.
He's having a good look at it.
He likes it.
Is it dropping?
It's not, but it's going to a very nice home at the back. Handshake for Carl Healey.
It's not easy for Scotland to get that bowl out where it's positioned.
Because even if they do sit it the way that the shot would have to go, it might take the jack back as well.
He really needs to get that front flat bowl onto the second shot. So the front red that's laying on its belly needs to get the right angle onto that, onto the second shot, pop it out for 4 shots.
So 2 bowls for Alex Marshall to try and send this another end longer.
Once again, Alex Marshall having to play the perfect bowl to get the result.
And he's been so close on so many occasions.
We all know he's the man that can do it.
He's done it on this occasion many times before.
His weight looks great.
Alex Marshall. Well, it's the exact same spot, but it is more open now.
Made it harder, I think.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, I thought he might have played a little bit more weight at that, trying to get that bowl right out. I think the most he could have got there was 2.
So where does Carl Healey go with this to try and make it as impossible as he can for Scotland to get a second?
I think he's got to just try and full draw down there on the backhand. He can draw a toucher himself.
Yeah, just get amongst those bowls and makes it harder for Alex to construct a shot.
Play the match winner here. If he gets a touch up, it's all over.
He doesn't want to have to play his last bowl this end. He wants to be celebrating with his teammates. They've been relentless. Backhand for Carl Healey. They love it, the Aussies. Carl Healey. Oh, my word.
Perfect.
What a
great
shot.
Finished in a great position. Just left him with nowhere to go.
Aron Sherriff has his arm around him. Gives him a tussle on the cap. And the Scots watch and look and study ahead to see what they can do to send this into the 18th end.
Finished in a perfect spot. Just loaded the reds going straight out of the head now, so it's... Can't see any way they're going to score more than 2.
Well, they've had luck go against them a lot tonight. Are they due for some?
They have a chuckle to each other.
It's not easy at all.
A good head of bowls.
Yeah. Of course, no time limit. They can take as long as they need to decide this. Unbelievable match from Australia. They lead by 8. Scotland need a 2 to take it. One more end. And well, you heard it there.
Yeah.
Hope for the best.
Hit and hope for the best. That's about all he's got.
Carl Healey still has 1 bowl left in the tank as well. Alex Marshall.
Liddell shot.
Strides to the mat to give Scotland hope. huge weight. It's gone big. Where has it gone? They look, it's over. Corey Wedlock, Aron Sherriff and Carl Healey are your world champions in men's triples after a sensational performance. They defeat Scotland in a ruthless display. And Aron Sherriff joins you, Brett Wilkie, as a male two-time gold medalist in the World Championships for the Jackaroos. What a performance.
Yeah, what a great display from the Australians there. Great team effort. Started from Corey Wedlock, playing very consistent up front. Nailed the line so much. Aron Sherriff just sublime again, all over it. Played very well, and Carl Healey put some crackers in right at the right moments to help get over the line, get the break, and then hold on to win the game.
All three did their part in that game, and you know, they all contributed when needed. Like we said, Corey set it up fantastic. You know, Omar could just get to the tee, and if the shots had to be played, Carl played them.
Yeah, they played a smart game. They didn't set any heads up too much.
No, very smart. They went in with a really good game plan, and you know, they obviously discussed it, and it worked early for them to give them that great lead. Playing the shorter ends, Scotland sort of struggled on those shorter ends early, which gave the Aussies the jump, and never sort of let them in from there.
Yeah, they just had the more consistent weight early. So you see some recap of some of the action throughout the game. A great shot there from Aron Sherriff. Derek Oliver on the run. Great shot there. Not to be outdone, Aron Sherriff magic. Another great touch there from Aron Sherriff. Carl Healey there, great shot, rolling it out for three. Alex Marshall, a little bit of fortune there, but he was in the area many times throughout the game without the luck. Played a very good game in his own right.
Yeah, the score really didn't indicate the quality of the game. It was great bowls, really good heads set up right throughout.
Another cracker there from Aron Sherriff. Yeah, one of the misfortunes for Alex Marshall. Could have made four there. Ended up going three down. As we see the last bowl of the match. Game to the Aussie boys, world champions. Second time for Aron Sherriff, first time for Carl and Corey. Great mates. Just getting their photos taken. Great support here from the Aussies. Aussie Jackaroos. We've got a couple more finals here tomorrow with the para men's pairs on in the morning, and then followed by the women's singles final following that around midday tomorrow. So more great action here at Club Helensvale tomorrow as we cross over to Vel to interview the Australian world champions.
Yes, I am here with the Australian men's triples world champions. It was heartbreak 7 years ago, and a man that was unfortunately on the wrong end of it is on the right end of it now. He wins his second World Bowls Championships gold medal, Aron Sherriff. What a performance that was.
Yeah, no, saved our best for last. So, you know, we've been building this combination, and, you know, I guess we've had a few knockers, you know, with the decision from the selectors and that, but I think we proved that they got it right. The team worked. Corey and I did a great job up front. Superstar skipper, he just put the polish on it and got us out of trouble when he needed to. So, you know, we're just over the moon, absolutely ecstatic. And Father's Day tomorrow, so happy days.
Great day to spend with the kids. Now, two-time world champion, you join Brett Wilkie as the only male Jackaroo to win 2 gold medals. How much does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's pretty special, but, you know, obviously we're looking for a third at the end of the week. So as exciting as this is, we've still got plenty of work to do. So, hopefully have a little celebration tonight and then refocus and get back on the job. Corey
Wedlock, robotic precision as the lead today. How has that sunk in? World champion.
Yeah, no, I'm over the moon. Obviously Father's Day tomorrow, so this one's with Dad, so yeah, no, super stoked.
A massive performance from you. How much does this mean?
Oh no, it means the world. Obviously, I've looked up to Omar as a junior, and I've played a lot with Carl, and yeah, super stoked to all the hard work and dedication just to finally pay off and get the win.
Well deserved, great performance. Now the skip, Carl Healey, world champion. How much does that mean?
Oh, it means, not only does it mean a lot to me, it means a lot to the country and all the support staff that come along with us, and the coaches and everyone that, you know, puts their faith in us to do the job. So it's for the country wearing the shirt.
There was a lot of drama in the sectional play. That last game against France, it came right down to the wire, but you got through big wins over Ireland, the USA, and now Scotland. How much does it mean to win your first title, but then to beat that Scottish team that includes Foster and Marshall to win your first? That's got to feel good.
Well, it feels great, but you know, we just trusted the process. We went through training, perfect preparation for us, and we knew what we were up for, and we didn't worry about who we were playing. It was just a case of going through the motions and doing what we've trained to do. So, and the boys executed perfectly, and you know, the armchair was comfortable.
Well, they did execute perfectly, and well, Corey Wedlock, Aron Sherriff and Carl Healey, your 2023 men's triples world bowls champions.
Thanks, Val. Yeah, as they mentioned, it was a great team effort. The front end set it up, but Carl Healey had to play a lot of position bowls throughout the game, whereas as a skip, you always love to play those position.
Yeah, you always love people to say, yeah, just get one around the back. You know, you don't have to play the shot. If your team's doing the work for you up front, you know, get a bit of an armchair ride. But no, when he had to do the work, he did it. So fantastic result there from all three players.
To see Aron Sherriff there celebrating with family. Father's Day tomorrow, so he can kick back and relax with the family, and come down and watch some more para bowls from the men's pairs tomorrow morning, and also the women's singles final.
Certainly can, and well, it was an emotional interview. The emotions were high out there, and especially for Corey, and we know what happened last year with his father passing, and Glenn was his biggest fan and his biggest backer, and Corey winning his maiden World Bowls Championship gold, it is enough to bring a tear to the eye of most. And
yeah, I was getting a bit teary back in the commentary box here.
No, he's an absolute star, and robotic precision from him today. Aron Sherriff, a second World Bowls Championship gold medal. You have company in the club now, Brett Wilkie.
Yeah, it's good to have a bit of company.
And Carl Healey, a maiden world title for him as the skip. There are a few knocks on the decision, as Aron Sherriff said, but they've proven all the doubters wrong. They've gotten the job done, and what a phenomenal performance it was from the three of them. But it doesn't end there. Today's just the appetizer, because tomorrow we have a massive day lined up. It's the para men's pairs in the morning, and then we have the women's singles tomorrow afternoon. So looking forward to that one. Australia versus South Africa in the para pairs, and then New Zealand versus Canada. Taylor Bruce against Callie McCarran, and that is going to be a classic contest. Both of them such accomplished singles players. But Brett Wilkie and Julie Keegan, thank you very much for your efforts today. It's been a pleasure to sit alongside you and call three fantastic matches.
Thanks, Val.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Val. Really enjoyed it, and three cracking matches.
Certainly. Well, Australia have finished with 2 gold medals. This morning it was the vision impaired team of Jackie Hudson and Jake Felberg. After that it was New Zealand who got the para women's pairs gold, and finally Australia, Aron Sherriff, Corey Wedlock and Carl Healey getting the job done in the men's triples. Val Febo, Brett Wilkie and Julie Keegan bidding you goodbye, and enjoy the rest of the World Championships.